Is Meghan Markle, the Princess of Wokeness, planning on running for president? That's what many are saying. In this video, we're going to take a look at the rumors swirling around the Duchess of Sussex, what pundits are saying about the possible success of such an endeavor, and how a massive populist backlash against her victim-based wokeness is rising up like we've never seen before. You're not going to want to miss this. Greetings, everyone. Dr. Steve here with you. Wonderful to be with you. As always, we're here to give you each and every single day conservative hope in the midst of these turbulent and trying times, helping you to think better so you can feel better and provide for you a patriot path to freedom. So make sure to smack that bell and subscribe button. Now, before we begin, let's give a huge shout out to the sponsor of this video, and that is the Backup Solar Bank. In the midst of this whole emergency situation we've all found ourselves in over the last year, one of the best things that we can invest in for our protection when the lights go out is what's called a solar power bank. It is a backup power bank that's powered, you guessed it, by the sun. It allows you to charge up to 2 devices at once. You'll never have to waste money on batteries again. Supply is limited, though, and this is your very last chance to get yours at a 20% discount before they sell out. So do not wait. Click on that link below and give you and your family the gift of power anywhere in the world. Click on the link below or visit backupsolarbank.com. That is backupsolarbank.com. All right, gang, let's dive right in here. Just when you thought the whole Meghan Markle fiasco couldn't get any more bizarre, now there are rumors, I kid you not, there are now rumors that are seriously circulating that the Princess of Wokeness herself is actually considering running for President of the United States. The claim originally came from the British Daily Mail. They cited an unnamed source, a British Labour Party official, who said that the Duchess of Sussex might indeed run for president in 2024 if Joe Biden, Sleepy Joe, doesn't run. She apparently has aspirations of being the very first female president. As far as I know, she has yet to consult with Kamala on that one. It's being reported that Markle is already networking with senior Democrats to help her ambitions to become the first female U.S. president. Now, just so you know, this is not new. Back in September of last year, it was reported that Markle had been telling those closest to her that she had serious ambitions to run for president. This was, in fact, cited as one of the reasons why she refused to give up her U.S. citizenship after marrying Harry. She wanted to have the option to go into politics. Now, as I understand it, giving up her, the role as royals was the first step to this goal. And as I understand it, too, it can only be pursued if she gives up the formal title as Duchess of Sussex, which obviously she appears all too eager to do as well. Now, it's no secret that Meghan is what some have called an ultra-liberal, right? She's into trendy leftist stuff. She's a self-avowed feminist. She's radically pro-abortion, pro-BLM. She hated Trump. I mean, the National Pulse reported on how she flew home from the UK just so she could vote in the presidential election. And in the run-up to it, she and ultra-feminist Gloria Steinem cold voters. So she's clearly politically active. As all woke warriors are, politics is their church, their temple. So it's no surprise that she's thinking of running for office. But for the highest office? That's pretty bold. She must think very highly of herself to even contemplate such a goal in a mere couple of years from now. Now, what should we say to this? What sense should we make of this? Well, first and foremost, obviously, there are some serious skeptics regarding any prospect of success on Markle's part. At this point, it seems pretty fair to say that the general consensus is one of, well, frankly, mockery. All right, Andrew Morton, who's the author of Meghan, a Hollywood Princess, he was pretty blunt in his interview with Vanity Fair. He said, "I would state categorically that she has no chance of ever running for president. She would be eaten alive." Even the B-list comedian John Oliver got into the mix, pointing out that the only person really happy about all of this is Prince Andrew, who's nudging the other members of the royal family and pointing out how much shame Markle has brought to the monarchy. It's clever. I'll give Oliver that, that's for sure. But I do think there's something much deeper going on here. Why did such an interview and the fallout from it with Oprah almost immediately translate into calls of political activism? Well, in a word, it's because cultural Marxism has now fully infested our privileged class, which is our political class, right? You know the famed sociologist Peter Berger? He once quipped that America was a nation of Indians ruled by Swedes. In other words, India is the most religious population in the world, while Sweden is considered the most secular country in the world. And so, as an apt comparison, he said that America is a nation of Indians ruled by Swedes. And in saying that, Berger threw into relief the whole radical discrepancy that exists between American citizens, the vast majority of the population living in the so-called flyover country, the vast expanse of land between the two coasts, and the political class, our class of ruling elites whose values, interests, and concerns simply could not be more incompatible with that of the people, of the populace. Our privileged class is our political class, and the political class is now gone fully and totally and completely woke. So by definition, there's no true wokeness without political action, right? Now, what do we mean by woke? Well, we have to understand, when all is said and done, what cultural Marxism is. And cultural Marxism believes that Western society is built on a kind of caste system. That's exactly what Oprah Winfrey calls it. The United States is comprised of a racist and sexist caste system, which is made up of a binary of antithetical power distributions between a dominant colonialist power, it's often labeled white and male, that disenfranchises politically and socially minority cultures through sexist, racist, and classist exclusions. So given this, it is incumbent upon social institutions, the government, our corporations, education, media, arts, right? The NBA, sports rather, NBA, NFL. They together have to seek to actively rectify the supposed power discrepancies in society that discriminate against and marginalize ethnic and racial and sexual minorities and the like. And you do that by, in effect, creating a coalition of the aggrieved, who together overthrow the dominant white patriarchal culture and thereby overcome their conditions of oppression. So that, my friends, is the operative ideology that has taken over our permanent political class. Now, of course, nobody among them seems to stop to consider the fact that woke cultural Marxism is actually predicated on oppressing the dominant culture. I mean, nobody stops to think that wokeness doesn't get rid of oppression, it simply rearranges it. In fact, I can think of few ideologies that are as abjectly oppressive as the cancel culture obsession inherent in our woke political class. And dare I say it, this is why there's such a massive backlash against the woke political class going on as we speak. Now, before we do get into that, I want to give you a free gift. Make sure to click on that link below and download your own fake news antidote. And we have updated our compilation of over 30 alternative news sites that I go to for my news each and every single day. These sites are all conservative. They all celebrate Trump and the nationalist populist revolt going on all over the world. And boy, do we need these news sources now more than ever. You can download your own copy of our updated fake news antidote completely free, but just simply by clicking on the link below in the pinned comment section and have a ready list of your go-to sites that you'll definitely enjoy and will inspire you through these trying times. It's yours absolutely free by clicking on the link below. It is my gift to you. All right, so according to a recent survey by an international research initiative called More in Common, researchers asked over 8,000 respondents a number of questions about race, immigration, sexism, free speech, and other cultural issues, and then sorted out the answers into several different categories, such as progressive activists, traditional liberals, moderates, traditional conservatives, devoted conservatives, and the like. Those were their basic categories. And what they found was that a full 80% of respondents believed that, quote, political correctness is a serious problem in our country. Now, what the researchers found was that age was not so much an issue here. Even the younger respondents were prone to find political correctness radically problematic. Nearly 75% of those between the ages of 24 and 29 thought political correctness was damaging our nation, as well as nearly 70% of those under 24. Race wasn't any issue either. 79% of whites saw woke political correctness is a problem compared to 82% of Asians, 87% of Hispanics, 88% of American Indians, 75% of African Americans. Now, of course, a clear indicator for differences between political correctness is political affiliation. A full 97% of conservatives hate PC, but interestingly, 61% of liberals didn't like it either. And you know what the key was, the difference here between people who accepted or rejected wokeness? education level and income level. Those with higher levels of education or better indoctrination. I know I spent 20 years on a college campus. Those who have higher college indoctrination and those who have higher incomes generally supported political correctness because they're parts of the political class. The privileged class gang. This is what we're seeing so pathetically on display in that interview with Oprah. So obviously the fact that 80% of respondents find political correctness abhorrent is amazingly good news. And let's hope that with each and every cringe-worthy interview where our new privileged class wallows in their own self-indulgence and supposed victimhood, a populist uprising against political correct wokeness and the new corporate state oligarchy that enforces it will end this nonsense once and for all. Now, before you go, make sure to like this video, comment down below, subscribe to my channel, and definitely click on the link and check out some of our cool t-shirts and merch. And I definitely want to check out my latest video I just uploaded on how Texas secession is moving forward as more and more counties want to separate themselves from crime-infested cities. You're not going to want to miss it. So make sure to click on the link, and I will see you over there. God bless.